Huyu ni Ndegwa bwana ya Naomi. Huyu ni Ndegwa bwana
Naomi. Sweet.
Tunajua hiyo
mwa Naomi, sweet hati wa Ndegwa. Hapo ndio tunajua.
Karibu sana.
Tumeweza?
Kabisa.
Hebu tunga sasa ya Jano. Akiwa fixer. Huyu ni Jano fixer our nation.
Huyu ni Jano fixer our nation. Na tuko hapa, tuko naye Jano. Tutaenda vyema na tusome mengi. Sasa tutamwambia
It's a safe space.
It's a safe space.
It's okay.
Jano. Fixer our nation. Jano. Fixer. It's out of tune, but you may try.
That one has moved me. Friday made.
Right?
Yes.
Steve Ndegwa is a TikToker, and he's a fixer. He sent us a WhatsApp Nation video.
Yes.
Was it last week?
Yeah, last week but one.
Last week but one.
Yeah.
Where he says, this is what I do actually, but beyond just, appearing to be entertaining people, I practice as a psychologist, and is also what I do to help people with their mental wellness. Karibu sana.
Thank you very much.
Good to see you, Bwana.
Thank you. I'm also happy to see you and to meet you one-on-one. It is true. I'm Ndegwa. I'm a psychologist. Apart from being a TikToker, a singer, I also, actually my work is, I'm a psychologist. That's what I do. I help people with mental health. Anything, anxiety, depression, managing suicide, and all that. Yeah.
Karibu sana. Jano is going to welcome you with the day's quote. You know the drill.
Yeah.
Words said a long time ago by somebody. Let's see what they mean to you today.
Yes, there's a lady who many years ago was the first black woman to enter a space shuttle and go to space. And she said, never be limited by other people's limited imaginations. Never be limited by other people's limited imaginations. Like maybe the people who told Ndegwa, so you're a musician, a TikToker, and a psychologist. Were people ever like that for you and trying to limit you to be one of them?
Yeah, actually there's someone who sent me a text actually on a friendly note and told me you need to know where you are and where you need to stand. You can't have all these things in the same person. And I was like, okay, maybe the way you see it from your side, but I never allowed that to limit me from doing everything that I want on this planet because I don't have another time. There's no rehearsal in this life. Whatever your hands fight to do, do it with all your heart and mind.
Wow.
Yeah.
Which one did you do first, TikTok, music, or psychology?
I began with music. Okay. Actually, I recorded my first album in 2011 before I joined campus. And then now you see I did psychology. So I have been singing throughout, even before I entered campus. Then I became a TikToker late 2022. That is around September 2022. That's when I did my first video on TikTok. So I have been in TikTok or a TikToker for 3 years now. Yeah.
Okay.
I want to start with your interest in psychology and where it came from.
Yeah.
People always assume, and this was what Dr. Masika Randre just had her on was saying, people stereotype psychiatrists and psychologists. And I didn't know that. But did it come from seeing a psychologist around you or seeing a need? Like, where did that interest stem from?
Wow, that's great. I was in high school. I remember I was in Form 2. And I realized that boys and girls or men and women in high school would come to me asking me, how can I handle this? I'm stressed up. There's something disturbing me back at home. Kindly talk to me. And I wondered, why are they coming to me and not to anybody else? They would even rather come to me than go to the teachers. And there's one instance where a certain lady, schoolmate, called me to go and talk with her mother because her mother was suicidal. Remember, I'm in Form 2. So I was like, what is this? So I began developing a very strong desire to now help people professionally. But I didn't know which course I can do. So I began now exploring. And one time I came across a book in the staff room. I'm still a student. It was written psychology. So I asked the teacher, kindly help me with this book. I need to read something from this book. I read only the definition. You know, there is a lot in chemistry, biology, so you cannot concentrate with any other thing so much. Those novels and all that. So I read the definition. Psychology is a study of mental processes and human behavior. And I say to myself, this is what I will do. It doesn't matter what grade I'll get. I knew I'm going to perform well, but I'm going for psychology. So even when the forms came to apply for a course in university, psychology.
All of them?
Only
three
one.
options.
Only one of them that was off. All the others, all universities, I applied psychology.
I like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Because usually they tell you to spread your risk.
Spread your
You
risks.
know, only some psychology.
This is what I wanted to do.
I love that.
Yeah, actually, when the letter of admission came and the principal was reading it in the assembly, because I was the first person to qualify to university in that school since it had started. So,
Which school is this? Let's celebrate the school as well.
Gaikundo Secondary School.
Right.
It is in Mokoroine, Gikondi. It was a new school. So actually, we were the first students. I think we were the second ones to sit for KCSE. It was just a growing school. So I was the first person to qualify to university. So he had to read my admission letter. Actually, it was a surprise. So he read, I have been admitted to Egerton University. I was not surprised to hear psychology. I knew. When he said it at Egerton University, I knew the only course I had applied at Egerton University is psychology. And when he said psychology, I was like, wow, my dream coming true.
That is beautiful.
Story.
And the music has been a part of you throughout.
Yes.
But sometimes we feel like we have to choose one or the other.
Yes.
When did you decide? Ndegwa is not choosing. He's anafanya zote.
Actually, someone asked me one day, who are you? And I said, I have 3 identities in one person. I said, one, professionally, I'm a psychologist. That is through training and through that urge and that desire that I got when I was in high school. And now I'm a psychologist professionally. Secondly, naturally, the way I'm created, I don't know how to say, how to put it, but the system in me, I am an artist. That's it. I'm an artist. And then thirdly, I'm also called to the gospel. I'm a pastor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Good.
You know, a man of many
talents and many hats, and not limited.
Yeah.
So we said
Not limited.
Yeah, not limited.
I love that quote.
Yeah.
So this music career, you decided I also will continue exercising my creativity in music. What kind of music do you sing?
I sing.
Kuna ile one guitar ile.
Yes.
Taenda Seattle. Taenda Seattle.
Wow. So I sing gospel music, and I also sing for my family. That is my wife and my children. I began by recording gospel music. I have done more than 20 songs so far. And then recently, I did the song for Mama Naomi. Huyu ni Naomi, sweetie hati ya Ndegwa. Anani digi, anafanya nicheke. Ananipendeza. Naomi, sweetie hati ya Ndegwa. And actually, it was not supposed to be a recorded song. It was just I was just doing something to make my wife happy.
Yeah.
Actually, initially I sang to my children, the 3 daughters, and then someone commented, "Where is Naomi? Where's the mother? Where's the mother?"
Yeah.
But I've been singing to her. Even on our wedding day, I composed a song to her and asked the reverend who was officiating the wedding, kindly give me a chance. I want to do my vows in form of a song.
Wow.
So I sang for her. It was not the first time.
Yeah,
Please.
Kidogo, just a hint of
the song.
vows.
Yeah, of the vows I sang, I said it was, I mixed Kikuyu and Kiswahili, but let me sing the Swahili part. Sijapata zawadi kutoka kwa Mungu, sijapata zawadi kutoka kwa Mola, iliyo bora zaidi kuliko wewe, najitoa kabisa kwako daima. That's how I sang it.
Oh my gosh.
And then the Kikuyu
That is
version.
beautiful.
The good ones are taken. Like that.
Sweetheart, wa Naomi
Yes.
off the market. Has been off the market. Tuambie uko na brother. No, I'm kidding.
Asking for many friends.
Asking for many-
Anaweza kuwa lakini anaweza kuimba. Kuimba hapo
Not the
ndio
intention,
ndio.
Nico. I know.
Break time.
It's break time. You also want to come back and ask Ndegwa just even about the burden of psychology and everything you're seeing and the people who are coming to you. What are the issues that you're most dealing with? And yeah, just how you can talk to the nation about how we can continue to heal. But bado utatuimbia. Hiyo ni must.
That's okay.
Coming up to 8:30.
That's
We'll
okay.
be back in just a moment.
Send us your WhatsApp Nation video. Tuambie what you're doing to fix the nation.
We are still with sijaona hiyo feedback ulikuwa unasema.
Gani hiyo?
Nimetumiwa direct.
Okay.
Nimetumia direct hapa anasema Jano is blushing.
Okay. Imagine, and I'm just appreciating. Surely.
So even you're blushing, can you blush and see appreciate?
We are with Steve Ndegwa. He's told us
Sana,
he's a
fanya tu.
Imagine. Aki, my cheeks are warm. He's a psychologist, he's a musician, he's a TikToker, and he'll now talk to us a little bit about now that practice of psychology. You say that you have your own office?
Yes, yes.
So you have your own practice?
Yes, yes.
Tell us a little bit more about some of the issues that you're most seeing coming up in your sessions. What are Kenyans bringing to you when they come to seek counsel from you?
Oh, thank you for that. Sorry. Because the doctor told us what a psychiatrist is.
That's true.
It's somebody who has gone and trained as a doctor and then mastered in psychiatry. You went to university at Egerton and you trained in psychology.
Psychology.
As a psychologist, what is that? And how different is that from a counselor and a psychiatrist?
Oh, thank you very much. As the doctor had said, let me begin with the psychiatrist. Psychiatrist now is medical. There's something we call psychopharmacology. This person uses both talk therapy and drugs or medication, and they are trained for that. A psychologist is one who has trained as anything in psychology. Actually, counseling now is a branch. Counseling psychology is a branch inside psychology. Psychology has a lot. We have forensic psychology, counseling psychology, educational psychology, clinical psychology. So when you have done psychology, you are now well versed in so many areas, not only on counseling. Now, coming down to now counseling psychology is just a branch, one branch inside psychology. Okay. Now, me as a psychologist, I may choose to now go and also be a psychiatrist by now going medical way. Yeah, so I can use talk therapy and also medication to treat mental illnesses. Okay. But for now, I refer serious mental cases to psychiatrists.
To a psychiatrist.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay, now back to Jano's question.
Yes.
The people that you interact with.
Yes, yes. So I would say that so many people, today, we are dealing, people have stress, anxiety, distress, all types of stress. For example, there are people who are suffering from work stress, others stress originating from especially relationships and finances, also addictions. Those things are the main issues that people have, and now anxieties. Because there are people who are struggling with anxiety disorders, where they cannot have a peaceful life. A very small task becomes a big mountain because they cannot rest. Their emotions are sick, and every time they are not even able to sleep or even to rest. So issues to do with anxiety, issues to do with stress, issues to do with even depression, suicidal thoughts, those are the people I deal with. And most of those issues originate from relationships and finances, and also now addictions. Yeah.
How do you break those down? How do relationships lead to this? How do finances? What is it about finances that leads to this? And then the addictions, which comes into a question that Mariam had asked earlier.
Yeah.
That interplay between addictions and mental health.
Yeah, that's true. Let me begin with the relationships. Especially love relationships for people who want to get into marriage. Heartbreaks in relationships, and also issues cropping up. They want to understand, am I really dating properly? This relationship is giving me stress. My boyfriend is not talking to me. I am depressed. I don't know what to do. I have gone through a heartbreak. I'm not able to heal. I'm not able to move on. There are people who come and say, I was heartbroken 5 years ago. I was left with one child. My boyfriend left me. And from that time, I'm not able to love anybody. I'm not able to move on. Very good people have been coming to approach me, but I can't love. Such issues. Others are in marriage. My husband, my wife is abusing me, verbal abuse, emotional abuse. Others are even going through physical abuse. His parents or her parents are abusing me. They don't want me. They have rejected me. those issues to do with relationships. Then we come to addictions, especially addictions with gambling, addictions with masturbation, and anything sexual. There's a lot of addiction. And then addictions with alcohol addiction. And any other drug that people may get to abuse. So those things are giving people stress. Others are even at a point of, if I don't get help at this point, I'm going to commit suicide. Why can't I manage this behavior? Why can't I get over it? It is giving me stress. I can't sleep. I'm wondering. It is now 10 years. Actually, today in the morning, the first post I put on Facebook today is about addiction. Because there are people who are saying even 20 years down the line, I have been entangled in this intertwine. I don't know how to get out of it. So those things, now we come to finances. Nowadays, today as we talk, people are under pressure, financial pressure due to debts. Debt management has become a trouble. I don't know why. I'm still doing my research. Because even people who have good jobs, who are working and have good jobs, they are under pressure. You can't imagine. Someone is driving a good vehicle, she or he is in a good house, but now tells you, Counselor, I want to tell you something very inside about me. You see my life, the way people see me, I'm living a lie. Debts all over. I'm feeling, I'm losing hope. I don't know what to do. I don't see any hope. I don't visualize any hope because I'm under pressure, lifestyle pressure. So those are things that people are going through. At the end of the day, they get themselves into stress, deep anxiety, and sometimes even depression, and contemplating suicide. Yeah.
I want to know, and again, I'm always straddling these things to know what is the difference between life, regular things, baselines, and now this is cause for alarm. Relationships, they're tumultuous, they have ups, downs, breakups happen every day. How do I know this is heartbreak, kawaida, and or I'm now spiraling into something that requires attention?
Wow, that's a good question. There are things that you experience in your life that will tell me, that will tell you that now this one requires some special attention. That is when it starts interfering with your daily life. When you find yourself, you cannot do the things that you're supposed to do every day. Sleep becomes a problem, that is insomnia. Even eating, appetite becomes a problem. You cannot concentrate at work. You are getting late. You cannot keep deadlines. You cannot meet at the right time. You are always late. Or you find that you are experiencing some physical symptoms like headaches that are not going away. Even when you sleep and wake up, you still find the headache is there, thinking about the same thing, racing thoughts. Sometimes you feel like your heart is not pounding, things like those ones. So you are going to experience things that are going to make your life not be normal anymore. That's when you know this is not just a normal heartbreak, it has affected my life. Mentally, I'm not okay. Yeah.
When do you seek help? Because I always reference the book Love in the Time of Cholera, because people in the 1800s in South America were confusing the symptoms of being in love or heartbroken with cholera. Because again, you're out of breath, you're feeling tired, you're feeling this, you're feeling that. Sometimes it's even diarrhea, things like that. So clearly, there is an amount that is ni maisha. And then now I need to seek help. So like all the things you said, there's the symptoms, there's fatigue, maybe there's a headache, maybe I'm not able to meet my deadlines, I don't feel like waking up and going to class or going to work. How do I know now? Hapa tumefika,
lazima
tumevuka mpaka.
Tumevuka mpaka. One is when it becomes prolonged. Day after day, when you try to manage it through the normal ways, just relaxing or maybe sleeping and waiting to see whether it is going to go away, it doesn't go away. 1 day, 2 days, 1 week. Now you need to seek urgent help. Also, when these pains persist, like if this headache is persisting, or stomach aches that don't have a medical reason. When you go to hospital, you are tested. Yeah, daktari anakuambia, I don't see anything wrong with you. Your system is okay, but you're experiencing those stomach aches. We call them psychosomatic illnesses. Psycho is the mind. Soma is the body cells. So it's the mind-body language. It is your mind that is sick, but it is radiating the pain to the body.
Yeah.
So when you experience such pains, you know now you are not safe. because you see there are so other sicknesses that may take advantage. We call it like how when you have HIV you can get any other disease because they are opportunistic. So your immunity even goes down because there's a relationship between the mind, the stability of the mind and emotional stability and the immunity. So you need to go to hospital. You need to go to seek some help from a psychologist or a counselor before things get worse. Yeah.
Psychosomatic, I feel like that's probably something that's manifesting a lot more now.
Yeah.
Right? Where it's the mental, but your body is physically feeling it.
We've actually been given by the doctor, the statistics is there. 25% of people who are going to hospital with these other issues are actually having a mental health.
Because it'll always, the trauma will always find a way in the body.
It will.
It's, it's waiting for you to address it. It's like, it's okay, I'll wait in your kidney. It's okay, I'll wait in your abdomen until you're ready to address it.
Before you ask the next question, I just wanted to go through the finances and the addictions and those signs as well that now hapa tumevuka mpaka. Financial stress is kawaida, it's a part of life. Lifestyle pressure is also a part of life. But then how do I know nimevuka? And addictions, how do I know I just enjoy having a good time versus nimeingia addiction?
Wow. When will you tell that now this is not just a financial challenge ya kawaida, imevuka mipaka? Is when now you can no longer control this thing. You find that you have no strength, no power remaining in you to control this thing. And it is increasing day in, day out. You are digging deeper to the pit. Yeah? And you find that the symptoms you have talked about, they have persisted. Like, for example, your minds are your thoughts are racing, thinking about bills, thinking about debts you need to pay. And now it goes to a point that even working to see that you are able to earn to pay these debts, you are no longer able to work. Your system is damned. Your system is like you are dead. You can now even choose to sleep in the house. You quit the job, and the job is the one that's supposed to help you now to pay the debts. So you are now living a very abnormal life, very unexpected. Even people asking you, people around you, what is wrong with you? This is not a time to quit your job. Why would you quit your job at a time like this? But they don't understand that mentally, this thing has already blowed you. Now, when it comes to addiction, it is when you have to do it regardless. For example, I have seen like the addiction in gambling and also masturbation and others like those ones. Someone will leave a very important meeting and go out for 2 minutes, a very important meeting, to go and do that thing. So that now is alarming.
Do it regardless.
Regardless. That is alarming. And before it reaches there, kindly seek psychological help. Because an addiction can put you in bondage forever. You'll never live the life you want. Yeah. It will steal your joy and your peace.
Which comes first? Is it the mental illness or is it the addiction?
It is the addiction.
The addiction comes first.
Yeah. Addiction is a process. Actually, from the first day you begin doing that habit, from the first day, you already started the process of getting addicted. Because it will reach a point, a threshold where if you go beyond that point, coming back becomes so difficult. So actually most of these behaviors we say, don't even try, don't even start, like gambling. I normally don't tell people, you can gamble, but avoid addiction. No. I tell them, don't even try. The moment you start gambling, you have started the process of addiction. And now addiction will lead you to a point of mental illness because your mind is overwhelmed. You are not able to control the behavior anymore. Your mind is out of control. It has lost power. It is running low on power to manage the behavior. So now, because of that disturbance, emotional disturbance, now you become unstable mentally. That's where now the mental illness begins to form. And at the end of the day, you cannot manage your life, you cannot bathe, you cannot eat, you cannot remember deadlines. You become a very unstable person, very disorganized. Yeah.
You also offer you're online, right?
Yeah.
You're online for your followers and you're able to talk to them about certain issues. How do you avoid I don't want to say passing judgment, but what I'm coming from is there's a lot of toxic, harmful advice online, right? People giving each other cures and diagnoses. So saying, if this has happened to you, do this. How do you come in a way that you offer counsel that doesn't seem like you're passing judgment? How are you able to balance? Because I'm sure sometimes you're like, this is wrong, right? So how do you strike that balance of saying, I need to stay professional, but I also need to stay accessible? How do you do that?
Now, are you talking about a client who come and handling them online, or the videos that I create?
The videos you create, then we'll come to the online sessions, but for the videos you create.
Actually, it's quite tricky. I've also been learning over time. And before, even right now, I'm still learning. And when I was beginning it, there are some people who would comment, professionals. They would comment, they will send me maybe some inboxes and tell me, you have good content, you are saying the right thing, but I think you need to stick and be professional. I think what you said here is not professional. Then I would go back to the video. I like learning from what people are saying and what they are commenting. And some of them, you'll find that they are very genuine. So now that this thing is not very old, we are still new in it. Actually, the COVID time is when people began now going virtual and doing all this, most videos, very many videos on the social media. We are still learning. I'm still learning even now. But I can tell you, you can choose to remain professional and still real and reach everybody that you want to reach. I think the best thing to avoid is where you say something that is controversial or something that will raise questions in people. Like, for example, there is a clip I had seen, not from myself, but from someone else. Alikuwa amesema, alikuwa anaongea kuhusu managing.
It can be a tricky space where you don't want to seem like either you know everything or you're not understanding everyone. And then now you were telling us at some point that there's a lot more online virtual sessions that people are doing. Has that been on the rise over the last 1-2 years? And is it something that you continue to encourage people to do? Or is there a part of you that says, no, come so I can see you? Or is any okay?
Actually, I would say that the first session I held, the online session, I was not for it. It is the client who insisted because the client was outside the country. And she said, I asked her, when are you coming back so that we may have the session in the office? And then she said, oh, I'm not coming back any soon. And my need is urgent. How do you help me? Then I told her, would you look for a counselor near you? You know, I'm trying to be professional, what I was trained, what I was told in school. And then she told me, I want to hear from you because I've been seeing your videos. Kindly take me through the session. I didn't have the video apps, so I downloaded one of them. And then she told me we can use this. Actually, she's the one who helped me to know even the video app I can use. So we used the video app and we did an online video session. And it was so effective. She kept coming back and telling me, I need us to have another session. I need us to have another session. We had, I think, 3 to 4 sessions. And from there, I endorsed fully the online virtual sessions. And I would say, in training, I would say that in psychology, as we train counselors, I think it's a high time we say virtual sessions should be endorsed and encouraged because they are equally effective.
There's something about, there's the virtual session, which we think of, and it's professional. I think for a lot of people now, the idea of I get on Teams or Google Meet and I speak to a counselor has been very normalized, especially in spaces where mental health care is normalized. But then there's now social media and that being used as a space for sort of mental health care. One, do people transition from your TikTok to your practice? If so, how many? Or do people want to seek that help while in the platform on TikTok? Either we go on live together or you ask me in the comments or you DM me. Is that an option as well?
Actually, it's quite unproportional because you'll find so many views, so many comments on my videos. They want to join my live show and they want to join as guests and ask questions there and you cancel them there. But when it comes
live
to
in public.
But when it comes to kindly, there is my number under the bio profile. When you compare the numbers of people who come to me and the numbers who comment there and who want to be on my live show, very unproportional.
Conversion rates are low.
Yeah, very low, very low.
Do you think it's the cost
Are they
that's
fearing
prohibitive?
to pay?
Yeah, because I'm thinking if someone is okay with being cancelled on TikTok live
Publicly.
yes, then what's keeping them from going one-on-one with you? Is it a cost issue?
Yeah, they don't want to pay the cost. I think that one is mostly affecting us as Africans. But people who are in developed countries, actually most of the clients that I have are maybe professional counseling. Actually, 70% of people who come still to my inbox, those people who have come under to my inbox, 70% of them, they are like, "Kwani do you charge?"
Oh, they have no idea.
You see?
Okay.
Kwani do you charge? Actually, I received one call from a person.
Una charge?
Yeah,
For the work you do.
Kwani do you charge? Then there is one person who called me and asked me, "I heard you are a pastor. Why are you charging me?"
That's the thing.
Ini kazi ya Mungu, Ndegwa. Ini kazi ya Mungu. Mtu anacharge watu.
Yes, and I would ask that question.
Aya.
Do people actually
I didn't expect
get to understand that you are a trained psychologist and this is your profession? Because yes, why would a pastor be charging to offer those sessions? That's what we complain about. When that pastor says, unajua unalipa 1,000, you kuwe na one-on-one session na mchungaji.
Na mchungaji. Na mtu wa Mungu.
1,000. Ingine toa sadaka ya kawaida. You know? And people complain about that.
Yeah.
But now this one is like they are not drawing the line and understanding that here is Steve, the psychologist, and here is the entertainer, and here is the preacher.
The preacher.
So which one do you lead with? Do people actually see you as a trained psychologist, a professional psychologist who's offering mental health support?
Yeah, there are people who see me, actually a good number of them who see me like that. And I thank God because there are people who understand. And actually, even if you are going to a pastor, and this is not your local church pastor, where you go and fellowship and give your tithe and offering, why do you want to take advantage of another person's pastor? Let us be real.
Before you continue, don't lose that train of thought. As Eric is, we have Benedette.
Yes.
Benedette
is
is on the call. Is on call. Please keep it brief if you're able to, my dear, just in the interest of time. But what is your question today?
Okay, it's not really a question.
Okay.
It's a contribution. I'm also a therapist, and I like the insights that he's giving. Yeah, but there is a question that was asked about which comes first. Is it addiction or mental health? And he said mental health. And he said addiction, but I also think at the same time mental health could come first. For example, someone has gone through loss, and so he's looking for a way of coping. And so he gets himself into drinking or into drugs, for example.
Right.
And so then I think that would be mental health.
Okay.
And then that gets him into addiction. Yeah, but I like what he's saying. I like his contribution.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Benedette. Thank you for your contribution as well.
And for the work that you're doing. Asante, Benedette. Before you speak to what Benedette is saying, mbona nikienda, if I just walk into Mamlaka Hill Chapel and I say, mchungaji, I need to speak to you, kuna shida kweli?
There's no problem.
Kuna pesa kufungua kitabu.
There's no problem. Actually, I would not expect the pastor to tell you I'm charging. But I don't expect you to go empty-handed. You as a person. As a pastor, I cannot ask someone, if you come to me as a pastor, I will not ask you for any money. I will not charge you. Actually, I will help you. But after you have gone, I'll be like, why would you come to me? Why would you? Even if, okay, hata kama si mimi, si ungekuja useme niko na bahasha hapa, weka kwa kanisa.
Yeah.
And that is only in Africa. Actually, this happens only in Africa.
I have to. Can I agree?
Why? Okay.
I think they should.
What's finishing you, Eric?
I think it's just the concept of saying, "Sasa nimekusaidia hapa." This is the basket.
I think it's. I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yes.
it's how you draw the line with the expectation, right? I mean, if you're doing a service as a pastor, and members of the congregation are coming to you, you know, we will come, we will tutatoa sadaka, tutatoa tithe. But if I come on Wednesday and I wanted to talk to pastor with an issue, si lazima ati nikuwe nimebeba kamfuko.
Huyo ni pastor wako.
Hata kama si wangu. Nilikuwa napita tu nikasikia, let me enter here. There's a church. I'm traveling long distance. Get to a point. There's a church. Let me go. Let me pray. Actually, if I can get the pastor, I can talk to the pastor.
That's true.
Sasa lazima niache kitu.
Hapana.
Okay.
Si lazima. What I'm saying is, as a person, for example, right now, you want to see a man of God you have been seeing in the TV or somewhere, you admire them, you admire what they say, and then you say, one day, I want to go and see that pastor. Prayers, I need that pastor to speak to me and help me in my life. The pastor will help me, will help you. We have done that to so many people. But as for me, right now as Ndegwa, I cannot go to any pastor or any bishop or any reverend, especially not my reverend, even my reverend, empty-handed.
Give two.
Yeah.
We need to pause the conversation and right there. We're out of time. But as maybe final parting shot in 30 seconds, mental health and social media, what are the opportunities? We know the dangers. We speak of the dangers every day of mental health. I mean, social media and mental health. What are the opportunities? Very quickly. Ways in which you can use social media to promote mental health.
Yeah, we can use social media to promote mental health. I would say that every person who is a trained psychologist, psychiatrist, and all those professions that deal with mental health, we need to come and now be making content that is helping people. Actually, just do it to the service of the community. Like for me, I normally take a lot of time to create videos that go to the community. And when I see that people are saying, since I started following you, watching your videos, my life has changed, I feel good and I feel relieved. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We do need to bid goodbye to our guest, Steve Ndegwa. He is a TikToker, musician, a psychologist. And we're going to continue our conversations on fixing the nation because in the next hour, given that it's Friday, I'd like to merge the arts and the advocacy. We'll be speaking to Julius Habuba, activist, music artist, and Pan-Africanist. It's now 1 minute past 9 a.m. We'll be back in just a moment.